Hey guys, welcome back to D-Man number 5. And today I'm going to be talking about the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer that was released yesterday. And sorry if this video is coming out very late. I was being held up and plans changed. We were supposed to have guests on this, but plans change. So I'm going to be talking about some scenes that people are talking about, mainly from the trailer, like, mainly, like, the villains, the scenes with all the villains, and what's going on, and what's happening in the movie, or in the trailer. So, yeah, let's dive right in. So, first thing I want to cover is the thing that kind of is blowing up the internet a little bit, more than the actual trailer. A different part of a trailer that was released in Brazil, that I probably, if I did talk about yesterday, is that in the Brazilian trailer, there's a scene where Electro, Sandman, and the Lizard are jumping at one Spider-Man, and in the Brazilian trailer, the shot is extended with the slow-mo shot, and apparently, the Lizard is hit midair in the face. How? I checked to make sure if Sandman hit him or something. Not even close. And the thing is that people have already said this, and many people are probably already thinking this. That means that it's either Tobey or Andrew that's in that scene. Because if you look closely, Electro and the Lizard aren't really in Tom's direction. The Lizard is basically, if the Lizard's attempt at jumping at Spider-Man is that's a horrible attempt because he's off, and Electro's not even looking at Spider-Man. He's looking at like something else. That means that Tobey and Andrew are confirmed, and also they were edited out of the trailer. Cause if the Lizard is just being pushed by wind in the Brazilian trailer, and that's what it is, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, I'm just gonna clarify that. That scene from the Brazilian trailer proves that Tobey and Andrew were edited out of the trailer and proves that they are in the movie. Now, moving on. This is a little thing that I want to clarify. Not many people are talking about, but some people are thinking. There's a shot in the trailer where it's the Green Goblin at night. He's flying down with all his pumpkin bats, and people are speculating that that's either James Franco or the Green Goblin from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. It is not. It is Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, because we got a set photo of his stunt double last month. The image is right here. That's not James Franco, and that's not whatever the actor's name is from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That is Willem Dafoe's stunt double in the Willem Dafoe Green Goblin costume. And I can get why people thought it was James Franco, because he's wearing the helmet in a scene earlier, or in a shot earlier from the trailer. My theory is that the helmet got damaged and the suit probably got damaged, and he had to make some changes. All right, there. That's it. I just had to clear that up. Next thing, let's talk about Electro's upgrades. New lightning color. It's the comic accurate. It's yellow. That's cool. When he powers up, his lightning makes a star mask, which is similar to which is very comic accurate to the comics. Though I think in the comics it's a mask, but making it electricity that forms around his face is way better. And if you take a little close look at when Electro is powering up and shoots his lightning, he has a little glowing thing on his chest, and his whole equipment is bulky type stuff, equipment It goes all around him. And I don't want to like shout this out there, but I think the glowing thing and all that other stuff around him is Stark tech that he stole from like wherever. Because apparently anyone can get Stark tech around anywhere. Don't worry, we're coming to that later. Let me raise my chair. So that's so yeah, I think and if you look closely, there's a shining part on his chest. I think that's an arc reactor that helps him power up his electricity. That's why it's yellow. And maybe maybe that's why it's not blue, because it's he's more energized, or maybe because he got like more power from power lines or whatever. Next thing, Lizard and Sandman are officially confirmed. One thing that's weird is that in the trailer it says that these guys are ghosts. Is that the villains in this movie are ghosts who died trying to fight Parker or Spider-Man? Sandman didn't die in Spider-Man 3, and I know for a fact that the Lizard didn't die in The Amazing Spider-Man. I might be wrong. But if you're counting, but if they're gonna, it would be stupid if they did, no, the good inside them is still, the evil inside them died. That's the dumbest thing I will ever, that's the dumbest thing that I think we would hear if that's the reason. I think it's just, they're still evil. And I don't really care, it's the Lizard. And it's Sandman. I mean, I like Sandman, but I don't know. So they're confirmed. And the reasons how they're ghosts are weird, but I kind of like that idea. And the reason, and also we kind of get why Spider-Man is holding on to that weird box, because I think that's going to be a thing that could kill them. And Peter, knowing that these guys died fighting Spider-Man, he probably doesn't really want to kill them, because look at what happened last time he killed a villain. He got his identity exposed. So, and also, like, it's not the right thing, so he wouldn't really want to do that anyways. I mean, no one wants to kill anyone in this world, guys. Like, don't kill people. It's not fun. It's not nice. Anyways, so, and Strange says we have to. They'll destroy our universe. Yeah, but can't you just lock them up or something? Seems like you're doing that with Octavius, but hang on. But anyways, I kind of want to get into this. People aren't really talking about Venom that much, because if any of you saw Venom, Let There Be Carnage, there's a post-credit scene where Venom is basically converges into the MCU. And I'm trying to figure out, like, what part does Venom play in the movie? Because we didn't see him in the trailer, so that means that he might be either one of the other mystery characters that was edited out of the trailer, or he might not, or he might just be in the next Spider-Man movie. But I don't think, because there's 5 members if you count the villains that are appearing in the trailer. So that means that the 6th member might already have been teased throughout past movies, or they're gonna make it a surprise villain, like D'Onofrio's Kingpin from Daredevil, because we're already getting rumors about Matt Murdock, and Charlie Cox reprising his role as Matt Murdock's Daredevil, to be Spider-Man's lawyer. So maybe that'll happen, or maybe, I hope it's Venom though, because I consider Tom Hardy's Venom to be the best adaptation at a live action Venom, and it would really be a waste to like not have him in this movie with all these big villains, and it would just be really, really cool to see him. So Um, that's my take on Venom in this movie, and also what I think his role will be if he is in it. I think he might be anti-hero. He might either fight Spider-Man for a little bit and then help him, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard to figure out. So many, and I hope that this movie doesn't suffer from too many villains in Spider-Man movie syndrome, where in Spider-Man 3 there are too many villains, and that caused problems with the story. And in Spider-Man 2 there were too many villains, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2 there were too many villains. So I hope that it seems like this movie will do pretty good, because with Kevin Feige at the helm, what can go wrong? And speaking of Kevin Feige and the final battle, because let's talk about that. Looks like it's going to be taking place at the Statue of Liberty with, I know I said this in my reaction, I thought it was the machine that Doc Ock was building, and that's what he was building on top there. Turns out I was 100% wrong, because it is, that big circle thing is a Captain America shield that's being constructed onto the Statue of Liberty, and if you look closely at like the sign on it for during the construction, like on the construction site, it says Statue of Liberty New Avenger, which I think this is a memorial or memorial, like a remembrance of like how Captain America stood up against Thanos' army in the final battle of Endgame. So I like that, and a lot of people were making a theory that it was that they're replacing the Statue of Liberty with Captain America. That would have not been good. All right. All right, and now I'm gonna get into my theory about the movie. Here's how I think it's gonna start. It's gonna start right where Far From Home left off. And then Peter will go to school. He'll be having problems with being known as Spider-Man, and everything will be wrong. And then maybe he'll have a court hearing, and Matt Murdock will be his lawyer. That'll be really cool. And then that doesn't work out, so he's sentenced to jail for life. And then that's when he goes to Doctor Strange's house and to ask him for a spell. The spell doesn't work because Peter tampered with it, and now all the villains are unleashed. Then the final battle will take place at the Statue of Liberty, and from looking at the trailer, looks like someone might not make it. MJ might die. But if they're bringing in Toby and Andrew Spider-Man might save her, redeeming his life, redeeming him from not being able to save Gwen, but he's able to save MJ. But there's a theory going around that Aunt May or Happy will die. One, I don't think Happy will die, because killing off John Favreau's character would be the dumbest kill ever, because one, you're getting rid of the guy who helped like make half of this story universe, cinematic universe. Just killing him off like that, no. And also, it's Happy. Who wants to kill off Happy? I do think though there is another one that's gonna be Aunt May. There is a scene where it looks like it's after the explosion early in the trailer, there's a scene where there's a pumpkin bomb that's thrown into a building and Spider-Man tries to catch it. The theory is that like it either kills Happy or Aunt May. There's a scene later in the trailer that shows him talking to Aunt May saying, "I failed, it's all my fault, I can't save everyone." That might be hinting that Happy died, or maybe that scene takes place earlier and Aunt May died. in my opinion, they should kill Aunt May, because that would give more of a, that would kill off like one of his most beloved people in his life, and that would drive him more. And also, I don't think him and Happy have a very good relationship to make him, because in the first scene of the trailer, he's in the rain and he's crying, and that's clearly him mourning like a loss they took. So I feel like it's gonna be Aunt May that dies. But so getting back to what happened at the final battle, so there's a big like interdimensional rift that's happening all around the Statue of Liberty, and Doctor Strange says, I can't control it. I can't stop them from coming in. It might be led to believe, make people believe that it's a bad threat, but really, it's a good threat. And you know what we hear? We hear the iconic Tobey Maguire theme. Then we hear Andrew's theme. They come in, and whatever meme catchphrase that you guys want to believe that they'll say it. They'll fight the villains, and then, and one of who I think will lead these guys, the villains? Green Goblin. Because he seems to be manipulative a little bit. And also he seems the most insane. So maybe, yeah, and maybe it'll end with all of them fighting Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. And then, how could you end the final battle with Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin than it already did? You give him a little bit of irony, and you have him go, the heart, Osborn, the heart. He gets stabbed in the heart. But yeah, so that's my theory on Spider-Man No Way Home. That's my preview of Spider-Man, of all like the stuff in Spider-Man No Way Home. Oh, and also the nanotech on Doc Ock's, the red on Doc Ock's arms, that is nanotech. He absorbed it from the fight. And there's a hint in the trailer where he says, you're not Peter Parker. That's a hint that this is Raimi's Doc Ock. And yeah. So that's all I got for today. Sorry that this video came out very late, but things happen. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And also, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's almost that time of year again.